You really think there's something here? Hell if I know. I'm gonna check the bathroom. I mean, nothing abnormal here. Something's trying to drown Miller!
Quite an interesting guy. A famous horror writer who served time for fraud and now finds himself locked up again. Have a seat, Mr. Brooks. Thank you. I'll call you when we're done. I'm Diana Becker. Thank you again for agreeing to do this.
Can we at least lose the handcuffs? They're cutting into my wrists.
Don't think so, Gordon. You're still a Sheridan prison inmate. We'll just have a little chat and then sign the documents. Deal?
Not much of a choice now, do I?
Drop the sarcasm, Mr. Brooks. Now, tell me what happened.
I'm innocent. Innocent! I'm just going through a tough period. I'm a world-class writer, for God's sake. The readers are ungrateful, Miss Becker. After several books failed, they began to forget about me. The least surprising ending of the decade? Screw you!
Hun, your friend Bob is here.
Hey man, how long have you been drinking like that?
Get lost! My life was going to hell. Book sales were at an all-time low. I struggled to even start a new novel. I started drinking and I couldn't deliver the work on time. I had to give back the grant. Everything was shit. Just to stay afloat, I committed insurance fraud and wrecked my car. But, as you already know, they saw right through it and I ended up behind bars. You know, King never had to go through anything like this.
Let's get to the part where you moved into the house on Green Hill.
Yeah, sure. I was released a year later. We couldn't afford the apartment downtown anymore, so I found what I thought was a nice house on the outskirts.
Wow! It's perfect! I'm sorry, but by law I need to inform you that there was a murder in this house. 2 months ago, the former owner drowned his wife in the bathtub. He's currently serving time upstate. A month later, his daughter died there as well. A terrible tragedy, really.
God, is this the infamous haunted house in Green Hill? I read about those weird deaths online. Honey, this doesn't feel right.
Come on, Daphne. You're married to a horror writer. You can't be scared of some house. We were unpacking and heard some glass break.
Gordy, what was that?
Stay here. Some little brat decided to greet his new neighbors by breaking our window, then taking off.
Should we call the police?
Just a teenage prank. Relax, take a bath. I'll be back to replace the window and grab a pizza as well. We'll celebrate the housewarming. I was gone for maybe an hour? I stopped by the hardware store and had a little chat with the owner, and stayed at the pizza place for about 20 minutes. It was September 26th, football season, and the game was on TV, so I had a slice and watched it with the owner of the pizza place. His testimony is on file, isn't it?
Of course, Mr. Brooks. What happened next?
I came home, and I heard my wife screaming. Daphne! Oh, God, no! I tried, damn it. I really tried to save my wife. But it was as if something was holding her underwater. It was over soon after. By the time I was able to get Daphne out, she was already gone. No, baby, no.
Gordon? Daphne? You guys home? The door was open. I just wanted to...
Oh my God, Gordon! What have you done? Bob arrived unannounced to congratulate us on the new house. He took it all wrong.
You bastard! You killed her!
It wasn't me! I swear! I can prove it! I needed to prove my innocence, so I decided to talk to the one person who'd gone through all of this before, the former owner of the house, Patrick Jones. It was difficult to get the guy to talk, to say the least. Please! My wife just died too! What the hell is going on with that house? Patrick told me it wasn't the house, but the bathtub itself, which he bought from some antique dealer right before his wife died. He told me how an invisible entity drowned his wife in front of his eyes, and he was blamed for it. Do you understand? That was exactly what happened to me. On the 26th of the following month, his daughter died the exact same way. And a month after that, Daphne became the new victim. This is the work of the devil, Miss Baker. A goddamn murder tub.
So how'd you end up back here?
God, I was so stupid. I texted Bob asking him to come to the house. I wanted to try and explain everything to him. We could study the bathtub together and figure out how to prove that I'm not a psycho or murderer. But
they're gonna string you up for this.
Bastard was only pretending to believe me and brought the cops. So, here I am, sitting in front of you. No one's gonna believe my killer bath theory.
I do. And so does everyone in my organization. If you're ready to cooperate, just sign here. Otherwise, we won't be able to save you from prison.
Why does it feel like I'm signing a deal with the devil? Done.
Excellent. Now, Mr. Brooks, let's talk about what really happened.
What? What are you talking about?
Yes, you had a drinking problem, and your career was going nowhere.
What? That's not...
But what you didn't mention was that you knew about your wife's affair with your best friend. That handles the motive, right?
The hell's going on?
Don't interrupt. You had your chance to talk. You were serving time for fraud and got desperate. No career, no money, betrayed by your lover and best friend. You read about a series of strange deaths in a house on Green Hill. And then you came up with a plan. Everything played right into your hands. The house was being sold for an affordable price, and after serving your time, you bought it and moved in quickly. That same evening, you broke the window, told your wife to take a bath, and pretended you were off to the store, when actually...
You think I didn't know about you and Bob?
You killed your wife. And then you went shopping and tried to be seen by as many people as possible to get a solid alibi. You came back and pulled Daphne's body from the tub, trying to pretend that you were helping her. But your plan was foiled by Bob, who came to the house without warning.
You bastard! You killed her!
Instead of surrendering to the authorities, you decided to play your part to the end. You got in touch with Patrick Jones and uncovered the details of his wife's death. And when you were detained, you repeated Patrick's testimony, word for word, to make it look like Daphne had become another victim of an unexplainable bathtub. Isn't that right, Mr. Brooks?
What is this nonsense?
Nonsense? Let's take a look together, shall we? First, as you can see, the pieces of broken glass are lying outside the house. This means that the window was broken from the inside. You broke it to distract Daphne.
You think I bought a house just to kill my wife in it?
Exactly. During the search, we found something the police missed. Drafts of your future book. You wanted to write about Daphne becoming another drowned woman in a haunted house. That was your plan. To take revenge on an unfaithful wife and at the same time get famous again by publishing a book based on real events.
You said you believed me!
The anomalous bathtub actually exists. Only one thing though. It's long been in containment at the SCP Foundation. When Patrick Jones's daughter died in a bathtub under strange circumstances, and the media began to stoke up stories about a haunted house, the Foundation decided to check it out. We purchased the house and began to explore it. The instruments didn't show any anomalous readings at first, but soon, something happened.
In the bathroom! Something's trying to drown Miller!
Shit! What the?
One of our guys accidentally touched the taps, after which the bath filled with water. Some kind of invisible entity appeared out of the water, grabbed the poor guy, and drowned him. That's how we discovered our anomalous object. The bath was dismantled and transported to the Foundation. We replaced it with a completely ordinary one. Now the house was safe and our full organization put it up for sale. That's when you purchased it.
Now to convince the media that the mysterious story around the house is just a hoax. The hype will die down soon.
Take a look, Gordon. This is the real anomalous bath, and your entire story was fabricated from beginning to end.
You think you're so smart! Take me back to prison! To hell with all of you!
Too late for that, Mr. Brooks. You signed the contract, and now you're a certified Class D employee. You see, my duties also include recruiting a Class D pool. Welcome to the Foundation, Mr. Brooks.
What? This is insane! I want my lawyer!
I'm sure you do. We still have 5 more minutes to chat. Let me tell you something else.
The bath is in the cell with no access to water. Everything should be under control now.
Water appeared in the tub out of nowhere. The entity we designated as 1299-1 dragged the guard into the cell through a solid concrete wall. We saved the poor guy, but his personality seemed to have changed. He began to talk about himself as if he was a woman, but we couldn't interrogate him further, as he soon died of dry drowning in the infirmary. We compared the available data and realized that the object is triggered in 2 cases. If someone touches the taps, and on the 26th of each month, in order to prevent the repeated violation of the conditions of detention by the object, we developed the F30 procedure. Every month on the 26th, we send one Class D employee to the cell containing the type. You understand why I'm telling you all of this, right, Mr. Brooks?
What? Wait, but today is the 26th. You're gonna drown me!
It has to be done, Gordon. Otherwise, the object will kill innocents. Team, time to initiate procedure F-30.
Oh, let go of me, you bastards! Well, time to finish what we started today.
I hope so. Our objective is to not only contain the object, but also to study it.
What the hell do you want?
While in prison, Patrick Jones told us he bought a bathtub from an antique dealer named Morgan Dowell. He went to talk to him to find out where the object had come from.
I bought it from an anonymous seller on eBay and sold it to some dummy for 3 times as much, passing it off as an antique. Why do you care?
Damn it, Mary! I said you're not going anywhere!
You get the hell out of here! Another woman poking her nose where it doesn't belong!
Mr. Dowell, albeit a massive sexist, was in the clear. Unfortunately, we didn't get any answers, though we had a lot of questions. Why does the personality of the survivors change? Maybe it has something to do with a crime committed in the past and a cyclical space-time loop?
So it begins.
Just a little longer, and now!
Oh God! What's happening?
How do you feel, Mr. Brooks? Did you see anything unusual while underwater? Mr. Brooks?
Where am I? Who are you? I was at home a moment ago and decided to take a bath before my husband returned.
It's happened again. A new identity. Do you remember your name?
Of course. It's Mary Dole.
Mary Dole? Morgan Dole's wife? Can't be. Mary, can you tell me the exact time and date when you went into the bathroom?
The date? October 26th, 2022. It was about, 7 in the evening, I think. Please, I don't understand what's happening. Is it time?
Today. Oh my god, it's already 6:30. In half an hour, Morgan Dole is going to drown his wife.
But that's... What's going on here? I want to go home and... What?
You! You almost killed me!
Mr. Brooks?
Are you gonna let me go now?
We'll deal with that later. Escort Mr. Brooks to his cell for now.
Take it easy, I'm going.
You're in there! Unlock the door!
Morgan, please!
You want to play games? Now it's time to pay!
No, God, please!
I told you! Divorce is not an option!
Let her go! Hands where I can see them!
Who the hell are you? It's not my fault. She provoked me.
Just in time. You're okay now. We've got you. The anomalous properties of the bathtub are related to crimes, specifically ones that'll happen in the future. Mary Dole wasn't the first victim. We've been conducting an investigation over the past year, and the bath has been active 3 times.
Are you here to let me go?
After preventing the murder on October 26, the tub hadn't shown activity for 3 months. But this morning, SCP-1299 filled with water again, and an invisible entity came out of it, requesting permission to continue my research.
No! No! Not again! Oh, God! Ah!
Come on. Hey, I want to show you something.
Billy? Where are you?
Boo!
Idiot! That's not funny!
You should have seen your face.
Quit! Your pranks aren't funny!
What the?
What is that?
It burns!
Billy! Don't leave me!
Where am I? What's going on?
Tell me, where were you just now?
In the pool. It started... Oh my God! It's like it was dissolving me!
Where is this pool?
What? The outskirts of Albuquerque, at a campsite.
What's the date today?
Lady, are you out of your mind? It's June 18th, 2023.
A pool that dissolves people. That's new. Let's move out.
What about this one?
Put him back in the cell. He'll prove useful again soon enough.